And if we ask the stars what they mean, what would they say back to us? Welcome! You want to go on a card journey today? Give me some of your time, and I'll give you some of your story. Well, let's see what the cards say. Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to Koi Plays Tarot. My name is Koi, and I'm going to be your tarot card reader for today. What we're looking at in this round of reads is going to be your one-to-one reads for the month of November. One-to-one is a style of reading that I do where we examine a direct relational dynamic between point A and point B. Whoever's on this side and whoever's on this one. This one's going to be you. So as a caveat to this style of reading, there's two main things. The first, this style tends to get denoted as being a love reading a lot. I hate that term because that style of reading is also very often not lovely, right? We don't always have to talk about just the good and the happy things. We talk about everything when it comes to the table. So that's the first. And the second, it ain't always got to be about love. These reads could include a family member, friend, coworker, somebody you just met, right? Whatever is the most directly influential relationship dynamic that's going to come up on the board, that's what you're going to see today, Aquarius. So as a preamble to the read, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and don't always be so willing to reverse. At times, even when it gets difficult, understand that I, as your tarot card reader, I'm not here to purposely misguide you. I have no interest in doing that, to be totally honest. I just want to work with you and see what the cards say. So follow along with me in your read today, Aquarius, one-to-one for this month. And yeah, sorry, nose itchy. Let's see what the cards say. You're going to be on this side, and whatever's going to be here is going to be on the opposite. My left, and maybe your left in the video. We'd have to see how it reflects. Show us the cards that we need to see, please, for Aquarius in your one-to-one read today. What is Aquarius going to be seeing in your one-to-one read for the month of November? What are the cards that we need to see, please, for Aquarius in your reading? You're going to be on this side. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles, trying to get comfortable with a situation or dynamic, or at least maximize opportunity. In what way? Okay. Wow. Okay. The Page of Pentacles. So, follow the leader, I guess. Whatever you're trying to not only embellish in or take your time with to develop to its maximum capacity with this person, Aquarius, they're saying, you know what, let's give it a shot. I'll take your lead on this one. The Page of Pentacles following the Queen, that's like, you know, if I had to put it in terms of like civilian relationships to royalty or whatever, a little kid just following a monarch around and saying, hey, I'm a fan. In this type of dynamic, because it's a direct one-to-one relationship, whatever decision that you're making, I'm going to hear you out. And that at least is a very earnest effort on their part. Now, what you have cooking over here, that's what's interesting. And I want to see more. So now that we have two separate individual parties on the table, let's look at what they have in between each other. I call these fronts and backs. In the fronts, the things that are directly communicated between person A and person B, the things that are left behind, or the things that are left unsaid, the backs are the behinds of the read. Now, in Aquarius one-to-one, reveal the fronts and backs of the read. Especially whatever plan you got cooking up there. Because there's this like soft notion of comfortability and expansion. I'm just trying to understand why. Reveal the cards that we need to see, please, for Aquarius and the fronts and backs of this read. Okay, Six of Wands, the notion of victory had, or at least intentionality of purpose. Ten of Pentacles, the foundation of the rest of your life. Okay, here being the necessity of the tree of life and all the experiences that have culminated to this point. This is why you're choosing this path. For them, what are they communicating to you? The Sun. Okay, everlasting joy and happiness. And behind, the King of Pentacles. Okay. Well, that expanded very quickly. Whatever idea you're trying to throw down, Aquarius, especially with this person, they're trying to pick up whatever misgivings you may think they have, right? So on surface level, it's like, yeah, we could try it. on their internal, they're not letting you know. They've been waiting for you to say this, right? That King of Pentacles waiting on that investment. I just needed to see a game plan here. Essentially, long story short, that's what they were waiting on. And now the Sun, okay, this is going to make me overjoyed. I don't think you see the amount of time they took waiting for you to make whatever decision that they're following your lead on. But both of you are trying to match up. And the reason I'm saying that is because their backs is saying the King of Pentacles, I've been trying to understand what that investment would mean, been trying to discern what that means for me internally. You're saying, here's the plan, right? They've kind of just been waiting on your response in that call. And so your Six of Wands, your grand scheme, grandiose victory, that Ten of Pentacles being, yeah, this is what I see forward. This is how I want to move. What are we going to do with it? So they're on board. Long story short. Okay. And examine individual positions. In respect to Aquarius's read and their one-to-one, where does each individual stand? Where are they finding themselves? Show us the cards we need to see, please, for Aquarius in their read today. That is so odd. Okay, well, this is definitely going to merit a deeper read. Ten of Swords. The sharp and painful truth that something must come to an end. On their end, Eight of Wands, direct communication. Okay. Well, now we have a challenge. Let's stop it right there before we move on. Whatever is not being said that we're just glossing over while we're, giving this preposition of an idea to whoever your counterpart is over here, Aquarius, it will come back tenfold unless it's discussed. The reason I'm saying this, we started out, let's examine their side versus your side, right? Because I'm trying to be as fair and equitable as possible in this read. On their side, Page of Pentacles, they opened up saying, I'm going to follow your lead on this. It would make me more than happy to join you on that journey. In fact, I've been thinking about it for a very long time. You may not have seen that, but I've been doing things on my own just to make sure if something like this would happen, it could. Now, let's go for it. I'm following your lead. Let's do this. This is a very forward and direct energy. Here, you have an entire schematic and a game plan where you're saying in the back part of you, I think this is the best call. This is why I'm moving forward, and here's how I envision life going here on out between us. And then there's that Ten of Swords. Something's not adding up here. You see what I'm saying? They are 100% on board. They're being honest about where they stand individually. You have a mapping, a framework of what you think that would look like, and yet there's some huge thing that we have not either discussed, been direct or intentional about, and also that we have not yet ended. Something is not adding up here. Underneath it all, the Pentacles, the notion of friendship, or at least in a one-to-one reading, a workable dynamic. What does that mean moving forward? We'll see. So now that we have two individual parties on the board, 1 and 1, and looking towards each other, 1, 2, 1, let's look at what's happening between each other, 1 to 1, the bridge in between. Show us the cards that we need to see, please, for Aquarius in this read, and the bridge that lies between them and their person. What is going on between Aquarius and their person in this read today? So down the middle, Nine of Wands. Okay, so a long time effort was taken just to get to this point. We understand that. How so? Devil, card of Capricorn. Well, I think I know where this is going. And if I say a sign, understand that's not just, if you're connected to that sign, that's automatically an answer. We're more looking at the principality of energy. And especially with this bridge and seeing how it's unfolding, I'll tell you why it's the way it is. The sun. An everlasting light, now showing up in between. 5 of Swords. the notion of self-sabotage, the wars within. Queen of Wands, the wanting to embrace what at least is told on the surface. So before we move forward, let's look at this in between. Starting with the top, Nine of Wands. The amount of effort that we put in just to make whatever is working between us be us, it's a lot. And the problem that I have with that is that it's followed by the devil, card of Capricorn. All cards have their use. This one gets one of the worst raps, but in some ways, it is the most honest card in the tarot deck. If there's anything that the energy of Capricorn can give you, is brutal honesty. The thing is, it is brutal honesty about things that we do not like about ourselves. Let's be abundantly clear, Aquarius. Whatever this Ten of Swords is that you haven't dealt with or you haven't seen, and I'm getting the idea that this is leaning more towards an intimate partner on this end. Could be somebody different, but whoever this person means to you, they see it too. And they're trusting that you would do the efforts to end it. You haven't done that yet. And so the reason I'm saying this, we're talking about the lofty goals of an everlasting happiness between you and whoever this person and what they mean to you. And simultaneously, Five of Swords to that Ten of Swords, a half to a whole. Five of Swords being the notion of conflict, this one being internal of self-sabotage. Yeah, we're just going to give this entire game plan of how you and I are going to do things, and we're going to pretend that this just doesn't exist. That's not how this works. That's really not how this works. Both you and this person, they may not have every intimate detail about what this means to you, but the fact that you are not dealing with this is already becoming very self-evident within your dynamic. Queen of Wands, the desire to embrace. And so, again, I don't sense animosity necessarily between you and this person, but there's an understood after effect of we are not even touching this. They see that in you, and it's almost as if you're refusing to see it within yourself. So whatever that thing that must come to an end for your grand scheme idea that you're trying to get them on board with to happen, you're going to be the one who takes the lead on that. You're going to be the one that explores what that sharp pain and ending means to you. Underneath it all, Two of Cups. Oh. I will hold off on just what I'm getting right now, but I have a strong feeling, given you're underneath, what's going on here. We'll talk about it in a bit. Two of Cups. Moments of intimacy between you and another. Okay? So, find the major arcana strewn across the table. For Aquarius in their read, we will first look towards the sun that came out on their person's side. Why is Aquarius's person directly communicating their happiness, their dreams, their hopes for everything that could go right? Let's start there. Define the major arcana strewn across the table in this read. And to that sun, the of Pentacles. Okay. This is the most workable idea that they've ever seen. In fact, there's almost like this nudge of being proud of you for whatever you've thought up or whatever framework you're trying to proposition them with. And that's why they're on board. Now, will they tell you just how much they're ready to dive in head first? I don't think they're going to let you know all the secrets. But again, this person is being very honest and communicative about what they expect and what they want from this dynamic. Let's start with that devil. Oh, yep. This is pointing exactly where I thought it was. So, yeah, let's talk about it. And then we're going to take a break before I move forward. Okay. Devil is being defined by the moon, the card of Pisces. What are you not telling them? I have a strong feeling because of the underneath, but what is the elephant in the room? Because we don't always have to say that elephant's in the room. We just got to look at the ways that people will hide an elephant, right? That devil energy to the moon energy, there's just things that we aren't touching. We're fine. We're happy here. Where there's something fundamentally wrong going on. And all is tying back to that Ten of Swords that you're not dealing with right now, Aquarius. To the sun, Five of Pentacles. The notion of being left out and left behind. Okay, well, let me just say what I was thinking. If this is an intimate partner relationship, Aquarius, and I'm just being very honest because of the signs I've seen across the board, um, and if this does relate, especially to those who found interest in the first and last for this month already, then let's call it spade a spade. If this has to deal with an intimate partner, your heart space, your emotional energy is already attached to another person. That's the easiest way I can put it, right? And I'm saying this because the underneath, we're both lovers and friends, right? The Two of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. It's a workable dynamic, and we want deeper desires of moments of intimacy between you and another. I don't know if you're talking that is being directed at the third party for your truth, or that's being directed at your primary partner, not mentioning the third party. Either way, that Ten of Swords is still there. Because, and this is what I'm saying, if you're having all these indications of, okay, I want to build a longer and more sustainable life with you, whoever this person is, whether that be person A or person B, because there's more than one person coming up here, to be totally honest right now, Aquarius. Down the middle, all parties involved kind of know that something's wrong. Okay. I'm saying this because we have the notion of we are so long-term invested in what this was, the Nine of Wands, the efforts that we put in, what we hope to get out, right? What's matching that Nine of Wands underneath, again, the Devil and the Moon, that is Capricorn and Pisces, right next to each other. This is indicative of the fact that, oh, there's something that you're not telling me, and we're just pretending that we don't know math. That is an interesting choice because this person also acknowledges that they're expecting you to work on that and deal with that with this Ten of Swords that, okay, I said I'm going to look at it because logically, if I'm wanting this to pan out, then I have to deal with that part, right? Let's say hypothetically you were seeking a deeper relationship or a marriage with whoever the primary partner is. They have a sense of something ain't right here. You're not telling me everything that's going on. So yeah, I like the idea, but I hope that you deal with it before I have to deal with it for you. Because it's not, it's something that is deeply bothersome because you're proposing this grandiose idea of an us without dealing with this aspect of you first. Then we have the Sun to the Five of Pentacles. And I find that very interesting because you have an everlasting happiness, one that they are actually on board with, and they communicated with you, whoever that person is in this dynamic, Aquarius. And then the Five of Pentacles, the fear of still being left behind. The thing is, that does not match up to this person's energy. That's what I'm saying. There are two different people on this board. Whoever is being left out, the one that's being left unsaid, that's your Ten of Swords. And the reason I'm saying that is your happiness in between both of you and whoever this person is, there's this almost empty void that we're trying to fill just to say that we're happy. That shouldn't be the case because all this was very direct and straightforward. Whoever you were talking to on this end, whoever you identified on this end, yeah, they were on board with whatever proposition you had. Except this, that Ten of Swords, it's always coming back to that. The pain of that ending, the pain of that truth, that's what's going to set you free. And the notion of self-sabotage, you want to embrace the Queen of Wands. We want to approach this properly. And yet, Five of Swords, we feel like we're not dealing with something within right now. The reason I'm saying all this is because in your underneath, I'm seeing a Three of Pentacles and Two of Cups so far. Because we're just friends and deeper intimacy is wanted. And I don't feel that that's directed at this person, because that person was already direct and honest with you. Let's say, hypothetically, if you're already in a relationship and they were very gung-ho and very on board with this, no, they sense whatever this Ten of Swords is wrong. They want you to correct it before they have to. Thing is, with that Ten of Swords, you're still keeping that possibility open. And that's why I'm saying, going back to that Devil and that Moon, truth sets you free, first it'll piss you off. We're pretending we don't know math. There is another person in this read that we gotta be honest about. This is how we feel and this is how we move, right? Until we're honest in that way, This will just be a lofty idea, that has never gone through its necessary test yet. And for whatever person that you're having on the other end of this read, Aquarius, they're expecting you to do that work because they've noticed it too. Have they called you out on it? Yes, necessarily? Question mark. I would say no, just based off of what I've seen so far, but that's because they're actually trusting in you to address it directly. On your end, you're doing literally everything but that. So I'm proposing this grand idea of what you and I could be. Meanwhile, I'm just going to pretend like this isn't occupying my mind and my heart space. The notion of another person being there. There is a third party here that you're not acknowledging. That's the easiest way I can put it. Okay, it's gonna be a toughie. Yeah, I think we got all the major arcana. So, resolution. What is held in a space of resolution for Aquarius in their read? Show what is held in a space of resolution for Aquarius in their read today. What is held in resolution for Aquarius in their read? The Hierophant, card of Taurus. Okay, so we're going to follow a spiritual path and purpose. In what way? Ace of Swords, the revelation of truth. Underneath, Chariot, card of Cancer. Okay, well, we're fast approaching an opportunity to reveal that truth. So if we're saying we're on board, we're dealing with the challenge, then yeah, it's going to be gifted to you. And the easiest way I could put that, Aquarius, whoever the third party is, that chance for a heart-to-heart is coming up for you very soon. The easiest way I could put it. Overall, what I see in your read today, yeah, it's called spade a spade. We're proposing more grandiose, more deeper investments of an idea with a primary partner. Meanwhile, there's another person that still holds value and strong footing in your heart space. There is a third party here. There's the easiest way I can put it. And so what they're expecting out of you, if you're saying that you're serious, they want to be on board with you. This person has not lied from the moment that this idea was proposed, right? I'm using the word proposed a lot. If you're proposing the idea of marriage, hey, that's also on the board too, right? We're looking at everything going on. But to your end, we had this grandiose idea that we say, yeah, this will work out. And we're purposefully and intentionally looking away from this, which is actually the key to making all of that work. The other things will come and follow if we did this part right. The reason I say this is that down the middle, oh no, they know that something's going on. Let's be abundantly clear. Whoever this person is that wants to explore deeper things with you, they know that something's not adding up. How you're approaching them, what you're saying, it's not going right here. And the sun with that Five of Pentacles, that means that our happiness that we're trying to quote unquote manifest is coming from a space of desperation on their end. And to match that sun, because I primarily sense it from them, their constant reassurance that, yeah, I'm okay with it, everything will be okay. Now it's coming from, okay, why do I have to do all this reassurance for both of us? Something isn't adding up. And so with that Five of Swords to that Queen of Wands down the middle, we want to embrace it. We want to feel all the good and happy and lovely things. And simultaneously, I know you're not telling me everything. And right now, that Three of Pentacles and that Two of Cups, whoever this person is, that's almost like a minimization of where their dynamic was, but also an understanding that the Chariot, the part of the journey, this is just where we are right now. And we're now moving to that opportunity to address this truth, this deeper path, and trying to find what that means. It's coming up for us very, very fast. There's another person here, Aquarius. I need you to understand and be honest about how you feel with them, with this person, with everybody involved. That's the only way that this Ten of Swords is going to change. Whew. So, in resolution, I don't want you to take this as me badgering you, Aquarius. Please don't misunderstand that, but I have to be efficient and honest about what I see on the board, and that's just what I saw. Again, as a summary to the read, I hope this conversation helped. And yeah, it's going to be a difficult conversation because the more and more you're suppressing it, the louder and louder it's getting. This person probably already has gotten the hint that something is wrong here, but they're hoping in the best interest for what you said you wanted with them that you would do the work around it. It's time to address that third person in your heart and try to understand what's going on. It's time. So that's why I got on your read today, Aquarius. Again, hope the conversation helped, and take it one step at a time, but be intentional with every single step. I'll see you around, okay? Take care.